I
Brilliant.
once did a radio interview, and at the end, the lady had said, I thought she said, "You have a face for radio." And I thought, that's a bit rude. But so I went, "Oh." And I said, "Sorry, what was that?" And she said, "You've got a voice for radio." And I thought, "Oh, well, that's so much better.
Thank goodness for
That's
that.
so much better." No one wants to hear they've got the face, kind of got the face for radio as well. But
Start by telling us then how it is that you help adults to get creative.
well, I am part of a company called the Little Art School, and we teach people how to draw and paint. And we believe that learning to draw and paint can bring you the most incredible joy. And our online course comes with all the materials. It's highly structured. So we will start you off in watercolor and drawing a line and learning how to sketch. And then we will take you right through over 6 levels to you painting Vermeer's Girl with the Pearl Earring in oil, and knowing that you're actually an incredible artist, because everybody has it within them to learn to do this amazing thing. And it brings you joy you can't imagine. Actually, not it's not a constant level of, wow, look at me, I'm brilliant and brilliant and brilliant. I'm yet to find the adult that says that. But that you make mistakes, and we built a community, and the community is incredibly supportive. We're all about building self-esteem, building self-confidence. There's no crits. I loathe art crits. It's about saying, wow, didn't you do this well? And people saying, well, I struggled with that, and other people going, oh, we struggle with that too, so we tried this. And not, that's wrong. Which, if you've ever been to an art class where they do crits, it's horrific. It was about teaching people to draw and paint. And then when we really knuckled into the why are we doing this? We knew it was about building self-esteem. It was about building self-confidence. And if when you start to feel confident that you can do this thing that you thought you couldn't do, you start to realize that there are many elements in your life that you could have a go at. For us, it's really structured. We are going to take you step by step. We are going to hold your hand, and we're going to be your cheering squad. And every lesson, you don't have to think about what you're going to draw, because we're going to say, now you're going to pick up your pencil, now you're going to pick up your brushes, now we're going to mix washes, then we're going to work out how to use acrylics, how to use gouache, pastel, oil, colored pencil, everything. We will tell you, and then you do your lesson, and then you're going to go off and think, oh, I know how to do it now. We send you all the materials. It's like Christmas. They come in a beautiful box, literally that big. This big box arrives. It's got all your art materials. You open it up, you press start, lesson one, and you draw with us. And you do that for 30 lessons. It will take you through 3 different terms. And when you finish those 30 lessons, you can sign up for level two. And then your next big box of materials will arrive, and you'll do level two, and onwards and onwards until you do level six. So it's 180 lessons in total. And each lesson, some lessons might take about an hour and a half. Some lessons could take you 3 hours. So it's a big time commitment. We recommend about a year for a level. Some people are doing 2 levels in a year. Some people are taking 2 years to do. You only get a year, but people need extra months, so you can extend the course, your access to the course, and do it over a bit further time. But building the community has been really interesting for me, because when we started, my biggest fear was, well, I just, while we did adult classes in studios, there were problems with them, but the nicest thing that came out were the friendships and the sense of encouragement. So how can we replicate that? And we did it through 2 things. One was a Facebook group, which has very strict rules about that it's about positivity. It's not to go on and say, I don't like the way you did that, Swan. It's and it has been really joyful, and it's been lovely. And then we had an art holiday up here in Ayrshire. We live by the sea. We're based by the sea in Ayrshire in Scotland. And people came up, and what was really interesting is, as these new people, nobody's ever met each other in person before, and you'll have this, Claire, all the time, I'm sure. But we've been communicating for 2 years. So everyone's walking in, and it's like, Tracy, Mel, big hugs. We knew each other. Those
Mm.
relationships had been formed. So I joined Creativity Found last year, but as I said, we had the most mental year last year. So I'm just starting to become part of the community. So I came onto one Facebook chat was it a week ago, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, it's in
And
January,
from that
wasn't it?
already, I'd
Yeah.
made a really great connection. And it was really interesting what you were talking about with business people coming in to help creatives. We can't all be good at everything. And I'm really lucky because I have a business partner who is a businesswoman. A lot of the things I'm not very good at, she's brilliant at. So between us, we do cover that. But there's still gaps. And one of the gaps is SEO, I would say, which I find blows my mind. I don't understand it. And also there's a part, like an 8-year-old child in me going, don't understand it. You're using words I don't understand. And now I'm in a panic.
Mm.
And she spoke about it was Kelly. She spoke about it in a way that just made it more accessible, and starting to have a conversation with her. Now, you type into your Google SEO consultants and you're going to get a million. So being able to come into a community where there are people, who get creatives, they understand that we're not multi-million pound companies with endless budgets to pay for consultancy, but that we really value people who get what we do. And obviously you're building a collective that has both sides of that equation in. And I think that business side is really important.
I'm just going to read a comment, actually. I've got a comment on Facebook from Kat Wood, who says, I can't say, but I so agree. You have to be in it for the love. The money comes later.
Well, let's hope so, Kat, It's going to be about the joy. Just the joy of drawing and painting.
Yeah.
And if there's anybody watching this who's thinking, but I really can't paint, honestly, go. Our intro pack's like 60 quid, and it'll start you off. And I know if anybody did that who thought, well, I can't do it, you'd get to the end of those 2 lessons and go, I can actually, and then sign on for the rest of the course.
That's perfect. Yeah. Yeah, good. It can be scary to start, but
Yeah.
nobody dies, do they?
I don't send you a bit of paper. Send you a
Exactly.
bit of paper.
So give it a go. Give it a go. Thanks so much for
No,
speaking
it's
today.
lovely. And as always, Claire, it's lovely. And it's such a great community. I'm excited.
Thank you.
Moving
Thank you
forward.
so much.
Mm.
There are links in the description for this video. I'm going to make them into some lovely little reels as well, which I will tag Joanne in an Instagram. So do go and follow Joanne and connect with me at creativityfound.co.uk at any time. But in the meantime, enjoy the rest of your Thursday.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.